So my name is Lindsay Allen, and I wanted to share with you guys my story with Moyamoya, and that I think we all have the same kind of style that we were all blindsided by this disease. Um, I found out I'm 20. I found out on my 20th birthday, so happy birthday to me. But my whole life prior to this, I was always healthy. I was super active. I worked part-time at Starbucks, and then I went to college full-time, and I love it. I love being active, and I love it, like a busy life. I never get bored, and so I love my life. And about 2 years ago, I noticed that my hands was start going now. It was happening more and more, and because Moyamoya is a progressive disease, so it was happening a lot. And so my mom forever told me to go to the doctors, and like an idiot I didn't, because the last thing I wanted to do is go to the doctors. I mean, I was in school, full-time work. I have a big family. I have fantastic friends, so that like going to the doctors and taking time out of my day to go do something like that. I was like, no, I'm fine, so I'm fine. So Kaiser misdiagnosed me 2 times. They said I had a pinched nerve in my neck. Then they said that I had carpal tunnel, and so I got carpal tunnel testing, and they were like, "You're fine. Your nerves are fine. I don't know what's happening. I know. I'm sorry." So it was really well, and then I started having strokes, and I didn't know how I was having stroke. I mean, you don't hear about a stroke happening to a young person, and so I was confused. I didn't know what was happening, and one day I had a stroke in front of my mom, and she's like, oh my god, you're having stroke. This is not right, like something is wrong. So we went to the hospital, and we had Kaiser, and they just basically wrote us off, and they scheduled me at MRI like a patient, because I was, I think, later day working, and it's too long of a wait. So we're like, okay, so that was a Friday, and then that next Monday, the day before my birthday, I had a stroke in the morning, and I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember my password to my phone, and I remember going through the letters like on the numbers they have letters underneath, and I remember going there and like checking all of them. It's like it's not here, like they're not here. I can't find the letters to my combination because it spells out a word. And so I got in using my thumbprint, and then I wanted to check my Kaiser account because find the letters to my password, and I was so scared and I just cried. And I was like, I don't remember, why don't I remember? And I was really scared. So I got out to go to the bathroom to get a tissue, and the moment I stood up, I got a pounding migraine, and my whole right side of my face went completely numb, and the migraine was so bad I couldn't walk. Like I was saying spot, and it like hurt to do anything. So just laid back down and waited for it to pass. And my strokes were usually from like 10 to 15 minutes, and this one was 45 to an hour. And so I just laid in bed, and then my sister found me, and she's like, why are you crying? What's wrong? And so she told my mom. We went back to the hospital, and the hospital, Kaiser, said, like, we don't know what's wrong, like, you can go. And my mom is such a mama bear, it's crazy. Like, I feel bad for anybody who messes with her cubs, because she will demolish you, and you don't fuck with her babies. And I love that about her, because I don't have to worry about shit, because she is already on it for me. So she said, I'm not leaving until we find out what's wrong with her. I want an MRI. And the doctor said, okay, well, it will take 3 hours. And my mom was like, I don't care. I want to know what is. So the doctor said to me, well, when your MRI comes out negative, you can just go home. And so that like pissed me off. Like, I'm a baby, like nothing wrong. Like, I'm making this up. That's how they make me feel. Like, I just want like attention, or making out like why, but that's how I felt. So, and then he comes back later, like, I'm so sorry, but your daughter has a rare brain disease. It's Moyamoya, and nobody in Kaiser knew what it was, which was the most frustrating part, because nobody could tell us anything about it. So the nurses had to print stuff out on the internet and get it to us so we could find out what it was. Well, what's crazy. And so we went on the internet and looked it up, and the best doctor for it, and we found Dr. Sternberg. This is his specialty, and he was at Stanford, and our insurance did not cover him, and we requested to find out, but Kaiser didn't want us, so he had to make adjustments, and my mom so determined to get me the best of the best. She made it happen, and she is amazing. I don't know what I would do without her, because I would not have done that, so thank God for her. But so we went and visited Dr. Sternberg, and he said one of the procedures that Kaiser wanted to do on me, it was a 20-year-old procedure that the doctor at Kaiser wanted to do, and he would never do something like that. And my mom said, like, no one from Kaiser is not touching you. Hell no, I don't trust them. And just hearing something like that is just crazy. And that they don't know what they're doing. I think they did the surgery like six times, and that's being generous. I think it was like 4, but just to be polite, I guess. But so we went to Stanford, and I had my first surgery. January 24th, and went good, but the first day after my surgery, I couldn't remember my own sister, and she is my best friend. She does everything for me, and so when she told me that, because I didn't remember, when she told me that, it broke my heart, and we're so close, and that I couldn't remember her, it just tears me apart. And I say I'm so thankful that I don't remember that, but that somebody that will stick with her, and I feel so bad for that, and I know it's not my fault, but that memory will always stay with her, and it just breaks my heart. But on my bed, I couldn't remember colors. I knew what that color was, like in my head, but everything was green, and even I knew what, like, she's showing me like this, like, it's yellow, but I would just say green. I don't know why, everything was green. It's so weird. My first surgery was good, and then I had my second surgery, and I thought I was prepared for my second surgery, that I thought what I was new, that I knew what I was getting into, because my thinking was I already did this before, just like the last time, and then you're done. My second surgery is nothing like my first one, and however, like 2 hours, something like that, I was talking at Tiffany, like I was funny, like I was having a good time, like, and things were good. And then the next day, my aunt was trying to feed me food, and my tongue was going like crazy, like going every Wednesday, and my mom's wife was like, something is wrong. She doesn't do that. That's it. It's wrong. So Dr. Sternberg said I was having hidden seizures, which is a seizure that doesn't show in your body or in your face. And so they did a thing called AGG on my head, and I was having the seizures. And the next day I woke up and I was paralyzed in my mouth and in my right arm, and I couldn't use my arm. It's like was limp as a noodle, and nothing like worked, and so it was sucked. But because you know what you want to say in your head, like you feel like you can say it correctly and you know what you want to say, but you can't. And I was paralyzed in my mouth for 8 days, and so they put a feeding tube in my mouth, or through my nose to my stomach. And if anybody has had a feed tube, it's disgusting, and I hated it, and I hated every part of it. I don't know what food they put in there, but like thinking about now, like makes me cringe because I was so sick of it, and so it's not good. And